Okay, welcome to TalkToCanadians.com, you guys. My name is Luke, your wonderful host. And then here's another wonderful, great host. What is that? What?
You forgot my name already. Trevor.
Yeah.
My name's Trevor.
I'm just kidding, yeah.
Welcome to see you again.
Okay, yeah, so Trevor and I, we're going to make a very interesting lecture today because today's lecture is very different. Because, and what you're about to see is different from what you have experienced so far. So, without further ado, let's go and play. You know, I have a really wonderful person that I just met, and he's a great musician. I saw him playing, he was rocking out. Okay, he was rocking out. What do you mean by rock out? rock out이 무슨 뜻일까요? rock이라는 표현 많이 사용해요. You rock 이런 표현도 많이 사용하죠. rock out. Hey, what is rock? Rock is a kind of 돌, right? 돌, stone.
Yeah.
Rock out? You know, rock? You rock?
Rock and roll. We're talking about rocking and rolling.
Rocking and rolling.
Yeah,
rock and roll.
Do you know where rock and roll, the phrase came from?
No.
No?
I have no idea.
Well, okay. Well, let's have a little history lesson here. Rock and roll. To rock, think about your car. How if you're sitting in the car, the suspension is going back and forth, right? Rock, or you can say it's rolling. You know, back in the day when my mom was young and her friends, they'd go out and they'd have fun and whatnot, and they would they would hook up. They'd date and whatnot, and they would rock and roll. They would listen to music that was for their generation, and they were having a good time. They were rocking and rolling.
Rock and roll.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. Thank you for your clarification. Rock and roll. Okay. 더 이상 설명할 필요 없겠죠? Rock and roll.
But that's not what it means now. Rock now means to listen to a certain type of music, rock music, and rock and roll to just express yourself.
But some people say like you rock. What do you mean by the you rock? You know, he rocks. The party rocks. What is that?
Yeah, we're definitely not talking about a heavy stone here at all. We're talking about basically, you know, the feeling, the emphasis of rock and roll, that spirit, that woo, let's rock, this is awesome. When that party rocks, that party is woo,
really good,
really good,
fantastic, amazing. Rocking chair that.
Rocking chair is woo, rocking. No, sorry. Rocking chair has nothing to do with that. Rocking chair is all about the motion. Yeah, that's more for older people who want to, I don't know, be comfortable and fall asleep.
So rock이라는 거 여러 가지 의미가 있으니까 한번 가서 찾아보세요. 여러 가지 설명했죠. 굳이 뭐 다시 한번 반복하진 않겠습니다. 자, 넘어갈게요. I saw you playing and then you're like rocking out. Would you please tell me and how you first got your foot in the door of music industry? Okay, get your foot in the door of music industry. Get your foot in the door. Trevor, please help me out. Get your foot in the door. What do you mean by that?
Okay, well, everyone imagine a door. You open the door. What's the first thing you do when you open the door? You put your foot through it. You get your foot in the door. If the door is your goal, to get your foot in the door means you're making that first step towards your goal. You're getting your foot in the door.
foot in the door이란 표현 같은 경우는 아마도 지난번에도 설명했던 걸로 기억하고 있어요. 그래서 어떤 걸 시작할 때 어떠한 그 목표가 있을 때 처음 단계 정도 의미가 있을 것 같아요. Foot in the door. Get your foot in the door. For instance, let's say I'm looking for a job of my dream, right? Maybe the first step is to send a resume and have an interview, right?
Sure.
So you can say that in order to get your foot in the door, to find the job that you're looking for, and you need to submit your resume. That's your first step. Can I say that?
You can say that for sure. Another example of getting your foot in the door would be maybe perhaps networking. So meeting people and networking and finding and advertising yourself is getting your foot in the door, is making that move, that initiative to start yourself on your goal.
Okay, thank you. Let's move on.
Okay, well, I've been playing music since age 11, and I started playing high schools, I guess, around age 14 with other bands and what have you.
What have you? Other bands and what have you? What do you mean by what have you?
And what have you, what not. That's kind of saying, it's like etc., etc.
Okay, and what not, and so forth.
Yeah, it's basically a way of ending your sentence without having to explain anymore, because all the information that you would say is already known, it's already understood. You don't want to repeat or explain something that somebody already knows. So
is
you
it
can
common
just,
expression?
What have you? I wouldn't say it's overly common. You will hear it. You will definitely hear it when you speak to native English speakers, but you're not going to hear it every time you speak to somebody.
Okay. I think and one not is much more common expression than what have you, right? One not.
Again, it really depends on who you're talking to. It doesn't really, one's not more popular than the other. It's just sort of people are exposed to different phrases, and some are used by certain people and some by other people.
Okay. So and what not, 뭐 what have you, 뭐 etc. and so forth, something like that. 이런 표현 같은 경우는 그냥 뭐 이미 어느 정도 여러분들 알고 있으니까 그거에 대해서 굳이 설명할 필요가 없을 때 and so forth, and what not, etc. 기타 등등 정도의 의미가 있겠죠? Moving on.
Doing videos, I love doing videos and playing live. Just getting the energy from the crowd, you know, and the girls.
Oh, okay.
Gotta have the girls, and yeah, just feeding off of that, and plus another thing is to our video, Chippin', that was put out I guess around February. That within a 2-week period went over 12,000 views on YouTube. So
wow.
that was a good natural high. You know what I mean? It's like wow, where's this coming from? So.
자, natural high라고 했어요. 그 20,000 views라고 아마 했던 것 같은데 제가 그래서 유튜브에 올려가고 20,000 views. 그래서 natural high가 됐대요. Hey Trevor, so he told us that, and he was natural high or something. What do you mean by natural high here in this context?
Well, here we're going to get into some sticky situations. So the term high should probably be defined first. A high.
High, yeah, high.
High can be tall or high up, something very high in the sky.
Yeah.
But it also refers to a state of mind when people take drugs, for example. So that's what how you describe your feelings when you're on drugs. You say that you are high. Now, our friend here is not talking about drugs at all, just to make sure. He's talking about a natural high. Now, a natural high is something that you do that gives you that rush, that excitement that people on drugs might feel, but you get it naturally. So lots of different people experience natural highs in many different ways. He gets a natural high from performing and doing music. Some, you might call them extreme sports personalities.
Okay.
Some people like to skydive, jumping out of a plane. That adrenaline rush, that excitement that you feel, that's considered a natural high. People who run, marathon runners, they call it a runner's high. When you run miles and miles, you just get this sort of euphoric, this wonderful feeling inside of your body. That's called a natural high.
So when do you get natural high?
I get a natural high from coming to talktokorea.com and teaching all of you guys.
talktocanadians.com,
talktocanadians.com.
Okay.
Talk to Koreans on talktocanadians.com.
Okay, yeah. 그래서 하이라는 것은 기분이 좋을 때 보통 이제 그냥 하이라고 하면 마약을 했을 때 하지 마세요. 절대로 하지 마세요. Don't do it. 근데 이제 그 natural high라고 하면 정말로 그 기분이 좋은 상태에 도달하는 것에 의미가 있습니다. 근데 그것을 마약에 기대하고 그런 게 아니죠. 정말로 그냥 뭐 예를 들어서 스포츠를 하는 사람 같은 경우는 뭐 사커 할 때 골을 넣었을 때 오! 야, natural high. 그 다음에 이제 뭐 마라톤 같은 거 하는 사람 같은 경우는 정말로 자기가 그 목표를 달성했을 때 runner's high라고 하죠. 그런 것을 말하는 겁니다. Moving on.
I started Taekwondo when I was 9 years old, and I absolutely loved it. Another big influence on my martial arts is a guy named David Lee Roth from Van Halen, and he was hugely into martial arts, and still is. And so it just kind of took off from there, from Taekwondo to eventually Judo, Karate, and...
Took off from there. What is took off here in this context? Take off from there.
Well, a takeoff, I guess, originally refers to like a plane leaving, taking off, or a rocket ship taking off.
Yep.
Now, when he talks about take off from here, he's talking about a moment in time where what he did, making music, just it left the ground. It began to succeed. He did really well. He's gone from being maybe an amateur musician, playing for some friends and family, to all of a sudden playing at live concerts and bands, putting out a CD. That movement,
start to become popular, start to work, start to go well.
Exactly.
So you're just going like this, and then somehow, and due to some kind of situation that help you to get popular, and wow, thanks to this, and then I took off.
Yeah, exactly. My career took off.
My
from
career
here,
took off.
or my music career took off.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. Thank you for your clarification. 자, 테이크오프 같은 경우는 비행기가 이제 이렇게 올라가는 거잖아요. 이걸 테이크오프라고 하고, 그 다음 이렇게 되는 걸 랜딩이라고 하는데, 그 테이크오프, 그 자기의 커리어가 그냥 이렇게 쭉 가다가 올라갔다고 생각해 보세요. 무슨 말씀인지 아시겠죠? 그래서 테이크오프 같은 경우는 잘 나가다 이런 정도 의미가 있는 것 같아요. 그쵸? Moving on.
Well, just like me, back when I was like 9 or 11 years old, I had a dream of doing music, and I get older and older, and I was just dreaming of doing music videos, and here I am doing it. So the way I see it, if you can dream it, you can do it. Put some action to it, and it should be okay.
Things got better. When I made the big change, things got better.
So, Trevor, so this was pretty unique experience, right?
It was definitely a rocking good time.
Okay, you're having a really great time.
Yeah.
You're having a blast.
A blast.
You're rocking out.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
This lecture really took off.
Oh, okay. Wow, that's amazing. So Trevor, thank you for coming out, and it was really great lecture, and I had a really great time. I'm pretty sure that my viewers have the same feeling. Yeah, they may be really happy right now seeing you, getting to know you, and learning a lot of expressions from you.
Well, thank you for that, and I hope what he said is true. I hope you guys have been enjoying my lecturing with Luke, and I hope you're enjoying Luke as well and everything that you've learned.
Yeah, hopefully, I can invite Trevor maybe sometime down the line, and he's a busy person. He is doing a lot of things, juggling, and he's a student, and he's a father of 2 daughters, and you're a busy man, right? Yeah.
To say the least.
Okay.
To say the least.
So, but anyway, I hope you are going to have a blast in your life and just rock out, right? Enjoy English. Okay? All right. Take care. Bye.
See ya.